My name is Insane Raven. I'm recording this at 4:30 in the morning because I make bad decisions. So let's go. In the last episode, we kind of learned what the big dramatic thing, what the big trouble is gonna be in this area, and that's our car, our ride. Is got impounded. So I'm gonna go talk to the mechanic. Come on, Stan, you know I'll get you the money eventually. It's not the point, pretty sure. The car's not even in the shop until I'm paid back in full. Maybe next time don't bet on more than you can afford to lose, huh? Right, I know, I learned my lesson. You'll be right, and you'll be right there just waiting for me to slip up. Do you ever get tired of profiting over all others' failings? Possibly. Haven't had too much of a break to ponder it though. Hey, I'll cut you a deal since we're old friends and all. You want this car out of here? How about we take one final bet for all the marbles? I just finished construction on the track out back. Been meaning to give it a good test run. One lap, fastest across the finish line, walks away the victor. You win, debt's cleared, and you get the keys back. Come on, Stan, I'm not falling for that again. I made a promise to God. We wouldn't want to upset the big spooky almighty now, would we? Sounds like Mark's having a bit of trouble. Well, I wonder what this thing's top speed is. This baby sure seems to go really fast. Wow, the wheels on this thing look like they can handle anything. The thing's like it's built for cutting corners like a razor. You may want to talk to your buddy though. Who's your little friend, preacher? Seems like a little old to be a choir boy, don't he? Yes. Thank you. This is Raven. He's the reason why I need the car back. Why don't you just say so? Heck, not willing to bet on your ride. I might as well extend the offer to Raven here. So what do you say? Ever wanted to own a hot rod before? I'm still technically got the right to do whatever I like with the preacher's car. Which one is that exactly? Well, it's obviously the shittier of the two. Nothing beats my car. Go on, let's see how well you can guess. The blue one has more style, so it's probably the red one. Like the red one? Wrong. As if the preacher could afford something as exquisite as the devil's chariot. Nah. His is the far shittier blessed blue. I like the blessed blue. Don't sweat it. It's still one hell of a ride. Are we good? You gonna fall apart again? I don't want you. She was weird. Normally I wouldn't risk such leverage, but I like the way you look. If you're willing to gamble, then I'm game. What are the terms? One lap around my newly completed racetrack. Fastest time wins. Provided you don't wipe out and wreck yourself, that is. You win, you get the car, you get the keys to the preacher's car. I won? I wonder what I want. If I win, you gotta work for free out back in the scrapyard for the next 3 months. And don't think you can run away from it either. Mechanic Stan always gets his debts paid. Oh. 3 months? That's insane. How am I supposed to live making no money? I don't worry about that. I'll throw you a loaf of bread or two every week. Wouldn't want you starving. Besides, I'm sure the good preacher will help look after you, right? It's not like he's going anywhere soon either. Don't worry, I play fair on all my bets. You can ask the preacher man, he'll tell you, I'll cheat. I'll give you as much time as you want to make sure the car's in good working order before we drive. Heck, I even... Only rule I won't break is though, once you say you're ready to go, there's no turning back. Gotta have some principles, you know what I mean? Mark, what do you think? It's dangerous. Not only is Stan a crafty bastard, but he's also one hell of a driver. As that may be, it's the only way out of town. There's no bus service to San Bernardino, and I don't know where we get another car. We don't have a choice, do we? We always have a choice, baby boy. Unfortunately, the alternative is giving up on San Bernardino. I hope no matter what you decide to do, but this decision you have to make is on your own. So what's it gonna be? I wish I did save. I did save before this. Back at the house. I'm gonna risk it all. If I'm not willing to risk it all myself, then what have I been doing this whole time? Alright, Stan, you got a deal. I'll play a little game. Well then, let's shake on it and call it a day. I'm getting a little hungry to use some lunch. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I'll see you two later. Don't try anything funny while I'm gone. Remember, God's watching. I did wink. You guys can't see it because I don't have a face cam, but I did wink. You know, I'm not afraid of it. You know, I'm not afraid of us losing. Why is that? I see it so clearly now. This is just a test of our faith. We're gonna be just fine, baby boy. We've got God on our side. Well, ain't that a relief? That's not how you spell relief. Or is it? Is that a typo? Well, let's go take a look at the old beast and see how she's doing. It's been a while since I've checked on the hood of old Blessed Blue. Oh, I bet this thing handles like a dream. This thing looks like it's built. Okay. We're Canadian. How's it looking? You think we're gonna actually got a chance to win? Well, I'd run just fine, but Stan's track is a bit of a doozy. I reckon it's got the handling it needed to clear the big curve, but getting a top speed's gonna be rough. We should have some time to take a look at the course when we got a chance. I thought we can probably do a few upgrades on the cheap, but we gotta know what we need. I think that's enough excitement for today, though. What do you say to grabbing some lunch over at the Bacon Bound? There's someone I want you to meet, so how about I see you there in a couple minutes? Sounds good to me. Well, it sure beats walking in San Bernardino, I guess. Oh, calm down. Just looking under your hood. You wouldn't be thinking of tampering with my car there, would you? That wouldn't be too fair now, would it? Why don't you catch up with the preacher, huh? Wouldn't want you to do anything unscrupulous while he's playing. That's a quick lunch, dude. Wasn't gonna try, I'm still gonna try. But, like, come on. Dude, this thing got some, like, turns, bro. Can we talk to this dude? Just between you and me, I don't know how the preacher managed to score a hot piece at Carla. Don't let the preacher's holier than thou attitude fool ya. Ain't gonna be no driving eventually once we hit the track. And next time we see Carla, tell her to come on down and I'll show her what fun us common sinners can get up to. Oh, you're kinda gross. Never, like, done Don't do that, dude. Hey. Gross. I'm the son of a preacher man. That's the strip club. I have worked there, don't I? As a bouncer. Oh wait, Bacon Barn's not this way. Bacon Barn down this way. Man, you kind of get fooled, you know? Like, the first half of this city is really beautiful, and the second half is like, what happened? Second burger, huh? Did you order for me already? Wouldn't dream of it. This one's for Carla. Little think, can't stand pickles. Who the heck is Carla? Oh, I didn't mention, did I? She's my girlfriend, love of my life. Why don't you order for yourself something and come sit down? She'll be here any minute. You know what I really don't want to have to do? That. I was kind of hoping you would just like take care of the bill for me. You know, I gotta like race. That's a good looking burger. Healthy appetite's a good thing. You know, it's not fancy, but boy, do I love me some Bacon Barn. Quick service, you know, they don't keep you waiting on your food. I guess so. Speaking of waiting on around forever, where the heck is that woman? It's just like Carla to leave you hanging on a date while your meal goes cold. She's probably tied up with work again. From what I hear, from what little she tells me, I gather her boss rides are pretty hard. By the way, when are we gonna mention you had a girlfriend? Oh, I didn't think it was that big of an issue. We haven't been dating too long. I gotta say that the connection's definitely there. She's a good, honest girl and got a real good soul, heart, and pure soul. Maybe I'm speaking a little prematurely, but I think she might be the one. Look at you getting all giddy about it. It's really sweet. I can't help it. When you get the feeling gets you. Sometimes you just gotta, you're sure about certain people. You know what I mean, baby boy? The gut instinct that says you're meant to be together. I don't know. I mean, coming from personal experience, but I don't know. Go see like year 2 of the channel. Not even year 2, like year 75.75. More often than not, that feeling turned out to be right. In my opinion, good things happen when you follow your heart. But I'm happy that I've been putting a long time anyhow. Cause it's got a lot to do with that, I think. Speak of the devil. Oh shit. Sorry I'm late, babe. Work's been killing so far today. I'm already dead tired. No problem at all, sugar. I want you to meet my friend. Carla, this is Raven. Raven, this is Carla. You look familiar for some reason, you know that? Where would I have seen you before? Somewhere in town. She's definitely the strip I got a strip dance from. Must have just been somewhere in town, you know. I just got one of those faces, I guess. Oh. You remember where you know Raven from? No, I'm mistaken. I guess you just got one of those faces. Well, enough jibber jabber then. Let's eat. So what have you two been up to today? Well, we just got back. We just got back from staying shop. Looks like I'll be getting the keys back before long. You're not gambling again, are you? You know, it never ends well when you're betting with that creep. No, I'm not betting against him. Raven is. I don't see how that's any better. Raven, don't tell me you really agreed to this. Afraid so. I already shook hands and everything. She's a little racer on Stan's track. What's supposed to happen? You're kidding me, right? How does wrecking in a smoldering ball of fire sound? Mark, there's no way you're gonna tell me that caused you to the race. I thought you said it was good as gold, a top-notch vehicle. Well, she is. She's Blessed Blue might need a few little upgrades before she's in peak condition. What kind of upgrades are we talking? Keep in mind we don't have a ton of money all the time at this point. Well, I figure she's gonna need some new tires for starters. Stan's tracking is like a Grand Prix material. You can say that again. What I mean is it wouldn't do us any favors losing a wheel to some rough, sharp shrapnel. Alright, we're gonna get those. On our budget, they're gonna have to come second hand. You know, I bet I can convince you down over at the Big Dog Boxing Club to give you a seat. He used them for training his fighters, but memberships show little and low these days, so he'll have extra spare. Alright, I go talk to Darren about tires then. Just be sure you get rid of the biggest sweat. Darren doesn't let anyone leave his club in a dry shirt. What else on the list for repairs? What isn't on the list? Well, the gear shift tendency to stick, unfortunately. It's nothing worse than being on a straightaway and getting caught in low gear. Wouldn't be too hard to fix if we can find some industrial cleaner and give it a good rinse. Only problem is the stuff we need is really strong. Over-the-counter stuff won't cut, I'm afraid. Where can we get that? We gotta find someone who deals with these sort of chemicals regularly. There's a fellow James, I think his name is, hangs out near the clothes down in Super Gas just north of the trailer park. Troubled kid, but he knows his chemistry, that's for sure. You're not talking about the Skid Row weirdo, are we? You know what he does for a living, don't you? Never pay that into mind. It's not our place to judge. Some people ain't got the luxury for choosing their path in life. No sense looking down on them for it. Hey, do whatever you two want. Now, Galley's a bit of a paranoid sort, so be prepared for a lot of mistrust. Alright? I'll be paying him a visit. Is that everything then? Well, Blessed Blue's fast, but she ain't the fastest. There's a jump and stands course, and unless we can get good speed, we might not clear it. I reckon we need a better transmission if we're gonna win this thing. New transmission? How the heck are we gonna afford that? Well, you're right, they ain't cheap. Thankfully, though, Stan's not the only gearhead in town. Oh, that was painful. Oh yeah, who's that? Another one of the folks in the trailer park. Old guy named Colbone. He lives in the green trailer all alone, spends way too much time at the campfire. Back in his prime, he was something of a premier mechanic, or so I've heard. I honestly don't know what much more than that. But if anyone can help us out, it's gonna be him. Actually, what are you talking about? Remember my way in town. Oh, I guess this will be a piece of cake. See, the plan's coming together like a real good thing. The way I see it, we'll have the keys back within a week. Alright, let me just write all this down so I can keep it straight. Now, it's gonna take some time to get everything, so don't dilly-dally on it. I know you're not interested in staying here too long. Right, we gotta get a move on eventually. Speaking of getting a move on, I'm due back at the church. Carla, you be good. Raven, I guess you can come find me at the church when you get us on that list. You be good, darling. You're too sweet. As soon as he leaves, I'm gonna ask if she's gonna tell him. Well, I'm about finished with my food. What do you say we sit outside a minute before I gotta go back to work? Sure. Lead the way. Hey, thanks for not saying anything to Mark about it. You know. Are you kidding me? How awkward would that be? That'd be one hell of a way for him to find out, wouldn't it? He really doesn't know. I wanted to tell him for a while, but I don't know how to take it. He's a preacher, so in his eyes, I might be a prostitute or something. I mean, what do you think of it? Am I a horrible lying emotional to you? I think you're ashamed of anything. I mean, to be fair, you are sexy. At least. Woo! But no, you're just ashamed. But for starters, you're pretty apologetic. Shows that you're willing to change or that you want to do better. I really do. Mark's worth changing my whole life for. I just wish I could find the courage to quit all the time. I'm sorry to interrupt. I tend to just zone out when I'm in now. Makes the whole day go by faster. It's also fake anyway, so what's the point of trying to remember it all at all? You're not offended, are you? I'm survived. Right now I'm more concerned about this race. I'm with you on that. I know Mark's got faith in you and his old car and everything, but it seems so risky. I mean, what if someone gets hurt? What if someone gets killed? You really think that could happen, huh? I don't know. The real question should be, is it worth the risk to find out? What other option do we have, though? We're already shook on it. I don't think there's even a way out of the city. You got some brilliant plan, by all means, let me know. Well, I do have an idea, but I know Mark won't like it. What are you talking about? Rosan's always had a bit of a thing for me. He's always making comments and going on about how I'm wasting dating Rachel. Of course, I always brush him off, but he's convinced I harbor some secret desire for him. If we were to go into his shop and distract him for a while, do you think you could take care of his car? You mean mess with the engine or something? I mean cut the brakes. Sans fix the engine with no trouble. That'll just delay the inevitable. Cutting the brakes on the other hand, he might not notice it was too late. You can't be serious, can you? I mean, what if he gets hurt or something? So what if he does? You get what you want, Mom will get his car, and I'll have one or two weirdos talking to me. Sounds like the pros outweigh the cons on this one, man. I guess you're right, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this for a bit. Mark would be pretty disappointed to hear how low he stooped, even though it was for the greater good. Well, luckily, I don't give a damn about Stan. So I'm ready whenever you are. Just come find me when you're ready to do it, and we can go from there. I'll be hanging around Mark's trailer in the mornings before I head off to work in the afternoons. So come see me there. Alright, I remember that. Well, I guess I better get going. Break time's over. It was good talking to you, Raven. Yeah, you too. I'll be in to do my shift in like 10 minutes. They also work there. Alright, so I am gonna save. I'm gonna call this an episode. Mostly because, and just to be safe, I don't think I can do anything else, but like I think that is the only way out of Salt Lake, but I'm not sure. Let's go to bed if we're gonna go commit a homicide. See you guys next time. Bye.